In this tutorial, I will show you how I went from Ableton Note sketch that I recorded on a beach to a full track using only 10 steps and only Ableton Live's own default devices.
It is kinda weird to be surrounded by this beauty while feeling like it's broken.
I transported the session from Note to Ableton Live using Ableton Cloud. So now we are in Ableton Live and we can go here in Browser, Cloud. We click that and what is here? It's Preach Breaker, the song we made on the beach. So let's open that up and this is our project. This is how easy it is. Best way going forward is actually just start by arranging these. So what I will do is I'm going to take these 3 clips and we're going to go to arrangement view and I'm just going to do subtractive arrangement with these 3. What that means, I'm going to take these 3 and I'm just going to loop them 4 minutes. So I think they're a little bit too clean for me right now. I will add erosion. So instead of this delay, I'm gonna go and add echo. Mid-side and ping pong, it just adds straight away space to it. And then let's modulation, pitch shifted delay on it. So much more interesting. The next thing is this little crackly thing. It's like squishy. Do you know what? I might just add some color to it. I'm a big fan of raw and I feel like maybe raw, not multiband, but maybe just a single raw area would be good. And then one thing I really want to do now is to add a autoband tremolo. And this has also had an update. I'm really vibing that. Now let's add a simpler to a MIDI track. And now I'm going to use one of the vocal recordings that I did on the beach and put it in a slice mode. Okay, now let's actually make it good. I'm gonna add a compressor to it. Oh, controversial. Why do I do that? I want to make it a little bit more snappy. And the next thing I want to do is EQ it, because there's some kind of rumble there that we don't really need. Yeah, that's pretty good. Shifter just gives a little bit of fine tune, a little bit of delay, and then we're modulating it a little bit here with the LFO. It's literally spread it so much. So let's add a bass. I feel like a very basic wavetable bass. What in earth was that? Oh, that was the chop. Jeez. So let's put square wave, sub, some tone, some gain. Lows. This is like really basic. Some FM here. And let's make release longer, making it more sustained bass. That sounded really cool. What did I do there? And now we do arrangement. We already said that I'm going to do a subtractive arrangement. And what that means here is that so take away things. I want to keep just a couple of elements in the beginning. Maybe literally like that. Somewhere here happens a C part where we're going to start crowing again. This and that. Yeah, that's nice. We take that there. And we make it, customize it a little bit more so we're not repeating exactly the same. So we could just make We created the foundation for the track now. And now we need to add some walls to it. And now I'm going to find some cool bits here. What I will do is I'm going to add an echo to this track. And some of these I'm going to just stretch. Nice. Complex bar is important because it just makes it smooth when we stretch it. So these are great in like transition places like this. Like example, the drums are coming here, so I'm just adding like that. And with that, the drums start. But arrangement is a lot more than that. It's also making sure that there's tension and there's, you know, release. And that's what we do with automation. So I love automating everything and anything. Especially I'm going to start with auto filter, and I'm just going to do the filter frequency of auto filter, and I'm going to take it down a bit so it just kind of smoothly comes in. To be honest, this is one of the parts of the process that takes me the longest. I literally go every single one of these instruments and automate at least minimum 2 things and maximum 5 things probably. So I'm not going to film this whole process because it's going to take longer time. Hey, it's been a couple days since I started doing this. I just wanted to leave a little bit of time for myself to firstly do the automation and secondly figure the vocals out, because I was not fully sure if those recordings will work for this. So let's just see what I've been doing. You can see there's a lot of automation. Every single track has at least couple 2 to 3 automated things happening. And for me, that is really important because that is exactly what creates the structure in this arrangement. So I'm very glad that I left a little bit, couple days between starting this and then continuing, because I feel like I was not vibing the vocals. And I realized the problem I didn't like them was because they didn't fit together with the vocal chops. Sometimes when we don't like something, it might not be that because it's bad, it's because it doesn't fit with something that is already there.
It's kinda weird to be surrounded by this beauty while feeling like it's broken.
I EQ'd them, I added compression, I added roar to add some color. I added another EQ after roar to kind of filter and make it a little bit more lo-fi sounding microphone.
Kinda weird to be surrounded by this beauty.
Without.
It is kinda weird to be surrounded by this beauty.
So it's a lot sharper, but I prefer it to be more lo-fi and more muddled. We also have hybrid reverb and echo, all achieved using just Ableton's own default devices. Vocal chops, I like them, but they gotta go. But I'm gonna create another track, and I think what it needs is some kind of more pad instrument to bring depth into this track. Instead of simpler, I'm gonna use Granulator. When you need a textured, amazing synth, Granulator is there for you, honestly. So there's these like long vocal bits that we did. It was a collaborated effort. So I'm going to add one of those here into the Granulator. So how do we create a pad sound out of this? So pad sounds, we always need to kind of go into the envelope first, which is the volume envelope. And we just need to make the release quite longer. So that's already kind of nice. I feel like sometimes just one note sustained can actually add so much more tension. So like this. Just keep the same note. Oh, change. Like that. And that in the second chorus. And then if I cut this loop here, we can add another note here in the end to grow it even more. We need to add an auto filter. Okay, another thing we could do is add some drive. Oh, that's nice. Let's add some of that. So the second half, we're gonna have some drive on it. Because let's bring those mids. Ooh. So without this, you know, it feels like there's body missing with it. Nice. How about some LFO? I literally just left the rate there and I'm just vibing whatever is happening there. Okay, I think that's it. I'm liking it.
It is kinda weird to be surrounded by this beauty while feeling like it's broken.
check out my all Ableton Live and Push courses from my website. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe and come back again. Bye.